Baalat is in fact the form of Asherah, when she appears alongside Baal. But what does this say about the identity of Yahweh? The Bible has always presented a confusing picture of Yahweh. In the light of Herzog's discoveries and conclusions that Yahweh's consort was Asherah, it deserves a closer examination. Exodus 6:3 states, "And I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, by the name of God Almighty El Shaddai, but by my name I am was I not known to them." In the King James Version, I am is translated as Jehovah Yahweh but means the same I am. The use of God Almighty is a traditional translation of Shaddai, thought to have meant omnipotent, but arguably it could be linked to the Akkadian root word Shadu, meaning literally mountains dad or Hadad in Hebrew, brother of Nanarsin, and was the preeminent god of Canaan, El Shaddai. According to biblical scholars who focus on the P source for the Old Testament, Yahweh as a name is first used with Moses in Exodus, and is indicative of monolitory exclusive worship of one of many gods rather than monotheism. The name Yahweh can also be translated as I am who I am, literally a way of saying mind your own business, a way of disguising his true identity. Yahweh does not appear until Exodus and, strangely, the god Baal is entirely absent in Genesis. El Shaddai is still venerated in the Jewish faith in the form of the tefillin, one of two small leather cube-shaped cases containing Torah texts, traditionally to be worn by males from the age of 13. The tefillin are worn in a manner to represent the letters Shin, Daleth, and Yod, which together form the name Lahadau. In Exodus 33:2 it states, "And I will send an angel before thee. And I will drive out the Canaanite, the Amorite, and the Unite, and the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite 33:3 into a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in the midst of thee. For thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee on the way." His Yahweh is prone to violence and seems to despise his chosen people. He is a perfect match for Ishkur-Hadad, whose land is occupied by the Amorites and Hittites, and is a known demonstrator of violence and contempt for his worshippers. Ishkur's image, traits, and symbols match those of Baal. He's also anti-Babylon and anti-Egypt, as is Yahweh. And like Yahweh's, the real name of the Canaanite Baal-Hadad must not be spoken. On the basis of Herzog's discovery, the evidence within the Bible itself, the Sumerian, Phoenician and Canaanite traditions, he following is a logical conclusion and solution to the identity of the Jewish God of the Old Testament. Ishkur equal Hadad equal El Shaddai equal Baal equal Yahweh. This indicates, as does Herzog's work, that the Jewish people evolved from polytheism to monotheism with the promotion of a God who had been known by a variety of names, into one supreme God, Yahweh, whose real name must not be spoken, and that they adopted for this purpose, not the supreme God of the pantheons, El, but his son Ishkur, Baal, Hadad, El Shaddai, an entity who was in open revolt against his father El, and ultimately aided in this revolt by his mother and consort, Asherah, also known as Baalat, Ashtaroth, Elat,